What's up everyone? Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a film look inside of Lightroom. So let's start off with this picture right here. Let's first off crop it so we know how we want to post it for Instagram, which is about right there. That looks pretty good. I like that. So we have a nice foresty vibe. So what I would do is play with the temperature and try and get that right in the middle. And then the next step, what we would do is mess with the exposure, and I am going to expose it a little bit to the right for this picture, then add contrast. That looks really nice. And then maybe drop the highlights a little bit, drop the shadows, drop the whites, and right about there looks good. And now let's mess with the clarity. Let's bring that up so it pops a little more. In the saturation, I'll probably bump it up a little bit and drop the, or bump up the vibrance and drop the saturation. That looks pretty good. Now here is where you'll get that kind of film look. This is where you want to make an S curve is what it's called, where you bump up the highlights, drop the shadows, and mess with it until it looks pretty good. I like it about there. Looks really nice. I like the vibes. Then for color, what you'll want to do is come over to the oranges, get a nice skin tone there, do whatever looks good. Come over to the reds, probably make it a little more orange. For the greens, I might drop the saturation a bit so it focuses more on the person. And now for split toning, this is where you want to make the highlights warm for this particular thing. Probably about, here, let me check what looks good. About 38 for the hue. Then the saturation should be about 11 or 12. I like that. Now move the hue to about 218 for the shadows, and then bump up the saturation so you can notice it. I like that. Looks good. Maybe bump up this a little bit more. Get some nice split toning. Now for detail, you can find the mask. Right about there looks good. Bump down the radius. The detail looks good about there. And then bump up that sharpening. Looks good. I like it. I like it. Okay, now for effects. This is where you're going to put the vignette. You're going to drop that down. Drop the midpoint, feather it out so it looks right, not too much. Bump up the highlights, come back, and then now just adjust it so it looks perfect. I like that. It's kind of moody. I like it. Now for camera calibration, what I would do is bring the blues to the left and bring the reds to the right a little bit, just so you get that kind of subtle orange and teal look, which is now pretty famous in the film industry or whatever. And yeah, I mean, that looks pretty good to me. So yeah, there's the before and after. Looks pretty good, looks filmy, nice moody tones. I like it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please slap a like on this video, and yeah guys, I'll see you in the next tutorial.